There's one thing we're rich in here at the farmers market, and that's food. And if we can get more people to the market buying this food, then not only are we improving the health and livelihood of our community, but we're also improving the livelihood and health of our farmers and our producers. I started managing the Columbia Farmers Market in 2013, and back then we had a much different setup than what we have now.
I mean, the market was, in a gravel parking lot.
We used to stand out in the rain in our tents all the time.
The big change is having this beautiful building that can be used for so many different things and is really going to serve the community for probably the next 100 years.
It's so vibrant. So many people I've never seen before are coming out every week. I meet new people every week. And we're selling so much more bread with this new pavilion.
You can't get rid of 2 truckloads of sweet corn anywhere else in an hour or 2.
This is the best place to come, and because the public who comes here, the customers, they come with this mindset that they are looking for something natural.
People come to the market not only to buy the food that they're going to eat, but they come for the experience and to talk to the farmer that's growing the food that they're eating.
I feel so lucky to be in a position where I talk to every single person who buys my product.
I mean, we talk about their lives, we talk about my life, we talk about vegetables and how they cook the vegetables and what they're liking and what's coming up.
Spaces where we can interact with our neighbors and our community are becoming rarer and rarer, and we have created a space where it's just growing and growing. It's becoming a larger and larger community every Saturday.
Once you do visit, you begin to really capture what's going on here and the possibilities. And it gets kind of contagious, and you begin to want to come back and see what's happening.
We're so fortunate. I mean, there's so few markets to operate year-round in the country.
I'm still amazed by what we have. When I get a Saturday off, I always visit farmers markets, and most markets across the country are still your pop-up tents, and we've become this model for markets to replicate across the country.
Right now we've got like 5,000 people coming every Saturday. It's hard to imagine more people than that attending, but we all want it.
A lot of new vendors have come in, which is great, for have new faces and new people and new products.
And they support each other like family.
If somebody has a car problem and happens to get there late, 4 or 5 people will go help them set up their tents and get their tables set up and get it squared away.
The vendors can come and buy things before the bell rings, and so we have several that come every single week, and we know what they want, and we just have it in our hands ready to give it to them before the bell rings so that they can get back to their stall.
I'm buying their product and it's going in my food, and a lot of times we're trading, like they're hungry, I'm feeding them breakfast, and they're sending me product and such.
And our vendors that have been selling here for years are a very welcoming bunch. They want everybody to be successful. So, I'm always seeing new vendors talking to more veteran vendors and giving tips.
I think the market does a really great job of promoting itself and also promoting the individual vendors and components that make the market a really special place.
We want to be that resource for the vendors to help them however we can. That's been one of the really amazing things to see over the last couple of years, is to see vendors start very small at the market and then be able to grow into a brick and mortar. And the market is the reason that they were able to take their business on that journey and be successful.
Economically, it creates a lot of jobs, and it's going to create more and more jobs. So there's big economic development, not only real close to Columbia, but within 50 miles from here.
15 cents on the dollar goes back to the farmer when you buy at a grocery store versus an entire dollar going back to the farmer when you buy direct. And there's really not many opportunities to buy directly from a farmer unless you're going straight to their farm.
It's much more than just buying things. It's about the community and the community that we live in and the community of people that we depend on. And if somebody needs help, they can call me and I'm gonna come help them and turn around. And if I need help, I'm gonna call and I'm gonna ask for help, which is community. And shopping at the farmer's market is part of that community.
The vendors are my friends now, and they'll call me on Friday night and say, Shelly, we have more mushrooms than we can sell tomorrow. Will you buy 40 pounds of them? And I can say yes. And that makes me so happy. When folks buy my pasta products, I turn right around and spend that money at local farms on beef and pork and eggs.
So customers that are coming to the market and that are supporting us farmers are helping support Colombia.
And then that dollar gets passed around time and time again. So it's just a good economic model.
Here's the beauty of it all. If you really want to feel a sense of community, be here at the farmers market. Be, part of the vendors, part of the customers. It really, fills you up.
And when they find out what kind of customer base our market has and what kind of following they can have and that they can be successful and make a good living here, not just a living, but a good living, it's very attractive to a lot of them.
I've come so far in the last few years being able to work with local farms.
For what my idea was, what I wanted to do, which kind of people I wanted to connect with, this is the right place for me. I'm doing something which is going to the people. My experiences that I wanted to share, it's going through, my heart and my voice together.
That's kind of what a farmer's market does. It really impacts the whole community, not just with the good food, but with the relationships. And so that's what I've really appreciated all these years. So it's kind of beautiful, really. Yeah.